Good morning, all.
Morning, Miss.
So let me show you our class will be like this. Ya, attendance. Jadi kan Tuesday we have no class. Ya, Dominic ya.
Yes, Miss.
So ini I will change this one. Gini. Into today. And then from 10 until 12. Oke, terus yang hari Thursday jadinya Saturday. At 19. Betulkah, Dominic? 19 March. Jam berapa ini?
Izin, Miss. Jam 10, Miss.
So like this one. Jadi ini hari ini ya. Ini hari ini benar kan? Thursday. And then okay. Have you already informed all of the members of the class that today we are going to have one meeting?
Sudah, Miss. Sudah saya inform dan sudah saya share linknya.
Good morning, Desley.
Morning, Miss.
How is the preparation? How far have you conduct all of the preparation?
Good, Miss.
Hello, good morning, Gilang.
Good morning, Miss.
Desri jadi apa paduan suara juga, Des?
Yes, Miss.
Bareng sama Dian Afifah. So all of the cadets, female cadets would be di apa namanya? Paduan suara tuh? Good morning, Anissa.
Morning, Miss.
Excuse me, may I go to the bedroom, please?
Bedroom? You don't have to go to the bedroom right now because it's far away from napping. Bedroom?
Bathroom.
Bathroom. Kita tunggu sampai jam berapa, Dominic?
Ya, Miss, izin, Miss, saya sudah. Mungkin sekitar 3 menit lagi.
Okay. While waiting for the others, you can just prepare for the discussions today. Maybe you can just take your handout, printed handout, and then some piece of paper because we are going to write something about general informations. Good morning, Rico. So you don't have to actually you wearing your uniform. It is just simply you can just wearing any outfits that suit and cozy for our class today. Yang penting sopan aja, ya. Good morning, Rico and Orel.
Good morning, Miss.
Ready for the class this morning, Orel?
Yes, I'm ready, Miss.
Ready, Miss.
Okay, well, so because it's already 10:17, I would like to start the class. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Miss.
It's been a while that we cannot see each other during your preparation. So I think that this week maybe you has a hectic week ya. Tentunya ya. Graduation ceremony preparations, and then you should focus on your study, and then you should be participating to the college events dan sebagainya. So I hope that you can enjoy the events, the live, because I'm sure that after you out from here for maybe internship program, you will miss someday the college life. Okay. Yeah. And as usual, before we start, could you please lead our prayer first, Federico? Hello, Federico.
Yes, Miss. Before we are to study, let's pray together.
The pray begins.
Pray begins. Don't miss.
Thank you very much, Rico. So I would like to call your name as usual, one by one. This one. Yeah. Anissa Nur Hasana, are you already joined with the class?
Siap, Miss.
Listen, yeah. What about Aurelia? Aurel, how are you today, Aurel?
I'm good, Miss.
Okay, so what about you, Desliana Putri? How's life?
Yes, Miss. Sleepy, but
Just sleepy, yeah, because it's maybe exhausting, yeah. So, Dian Afifah,
Yes, Miss.
Are you in with us?
Yes, Miss. I'm
Yeah.
with Aurelia, Miss.
Okay, yeah, you can just rename again the username for your device so that your name is appeared to the screen right now. And already also joining with us, Dominic Pramudita. Good morning, Dominic. How are you today?
Miss.
Oke, Dominic kayaknya juga agak bingung, pusing dan sebagainya ya kamu ya Dominic, range kelas dan sebagainya ya.
Iya, Miss.
Oke, and then Federico already coming. So what about Gilang? Gilang, how are you today?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Hanif is not coming yet. And then what about Habib?
I am very.
Habib, could you please turn on your camera?
Use my camera error, Miss.
Kameranya error, nggak bisa dipakai. And Ivan is not coming yet. The same one with Syahdan. Rizky also. Rizal juga, yang lain kemana nih?
Excuse Miss, they are want to join.
They want to join, ya. So
Yes,
they want to join
want to
later.
join.
Iya. Okay. So yeah. Ini saya save dulu. Nanti kalau sudah datang saya ingatkan. So we already learned the previous week about interview simulations. Ya, Dian kayaknya posisinya kayak kurang enak ya Dian ya. Mungkin bisa maju Dian. Biar nggak nyender dan biar nggak kepalanya biar nggak ini sakit. Iya. Oke, bisa maju dan lebih didekatkan device-nya. Oke, good. Ya, kemarin kita sudah 3 kali pertemuan. Yang pertama kita sudah learning about telling about general informations. Kemudian yang kemarin kita sudah interview ya, having interview simulations ya. Kemudian today we are going to answer another questions in interview 101 by writing general information about yourself. Oke. Kalian bisa buka di dalam handout kalian. Let me share you another screen. This one.
Izin Miss, izin mengambil buku di atas Miss.
Atau kalau enggak, kalian bisa ini aja deh. Fokus di ini aja, saya share the screen. Sudah ada PDF-nya juga.
Siap, Miss.
Ya,
Siap
nih.
Miss.
Oke, this one. So, nah ini adalah, ini saya sudah have I explained about telling general information, apa saja yang harus diucapkan, apa saja yang harus dituliskan mungkin untuk persiapan. Have I explained about this one in the previous meeting? Sudah belum, Desli?
Yes, Miss. You
Not
said
yet.
that. Yes.
Sudah belum? Saya
Ya sudah,
bingung.
Miss. Izin
Sudah?
Miss, kemarin itu baru sedikit Miss jelaskan apa yang harus dijawab di dalam sini, di dalam pertanyaan ini. Misalnya kita harus menjawab tentang latar pendidikan, Miss.
Oke, selain itu belum ya.
Siap.
So actually to make it clear and details ya, telling about general information you have to you don't have to be very detail ya. So I'm sure that kamu nggak bisa konsentrasi hari ini karena mungkin habis ini masih ada persiapan wisuda lagi. Tadi sudah ada kelas juga, tapi nanti kalian lebih banyak working aja biar apa namanya lebih bisa melek ya, karena mendengarkan saya semua akan will very bored ya, very boring. So saya kasih pembukaan aja. Jadi jika yang ditanyakan di dalam interview itu ada 2 jenis. Yang pertama adalah general information and the second one is about technical or theoretical knowledge. Maka untuk yang pertama ini kalian harus bisa please be optimal during answering the kind of questions. Karena ini pertanyaan yang paling umum dan dari sinilah nanti assessment dilakukan. Jadi jenis pertanyaannya adalah very classic. Kenapa klasik? Ya dari dulu ketika semua interview pasti yang ditanyakan adalah tell me about yourself. Maka ketika kalian menjawab ini, please don't be too long, but don't be too short. You should know how to answer, how to say to the interviewer. This is open-ended interview questions. Maksudnya open-ended interview question itu adalah apa? Pertanyaan yang jawabannya sangat luas. Jadi tidak melulu terpatok pada you are A, B, C person, you are D, E, F, G person, enggak sebagainya. Jadi tidak semata-mata kamu menjawab apa yang ditanyakan ini aja. Bisa lebih panjang dari itu, bisa lebih lebar sesuai dengan apa yang ingin kamu tonjolkan. Nah, nanti kita akan belajar apa sih yang tepat yang bisa kita ucapkan. Halo Riko.
Yes, Miss.
Kok cuma tinggal kita berdua? Oke.
Excuse me, Miss. Wi-Fi in my
Ada sih.
combi error, Miss.
Ah, Oke.
I want to
Izin Miss, wifi di kompi mati semua Miss, baru saja.
Enggak sih, dia sudah masuk nih. Partisipannya udah mulai nyambung lagi nih.
izin, Miss.
Iya, gila.
Wi-Fi di kompi kita mati.
Your internet connection is unstable actually, but oke, yang lainnya sudah bergabung kembali. Gimana Oral?
Ini banyak yang menggunakan jadinya connecting Miss.
Maybe you can just move to another place, to another area mungkin. Ini kamu sembari menunggu jadwal ini padus lagi. Dian sama Oral.
Padus kami nanti sore Miss.
Oke. Nis, Anissa, lancar ya koneksinya ya?
Siap Miss.
Oke, ya udah.
Tadi sempat keluar Miss.
Oke. Oke, can I continue again my explanation?
Yes, Miss.
Oke, nanti kita nggak usah, saya tidak akan ngomong banyak, jadi nanti giliran kalian aja yang berbicara ya, biar nggak ngantuk ya, Habib. So the camera is clear now?
Yeah.
Oke, saya ulang lagi ya. Jadi pertanyaan yang menceritakan atau meminta kalian describing about yourself itu adalah pertanyaan yang bentuknya klasik, open-ended, sangat terbuka dan bervariasi jawabannya, and likely to be among the first. Yang ditanyakan pertama kali itu pasti nih semua company, all of the levels ya, baik itu untuk internship program ataupun benar-benar untuk job applications, itu semua yang ditanyakan adalah tell me about yourself. Termasuk ketika nanti kalian buat resume untuk applying scholarship ataupun maybe applying a job, itu pasti ada you should telling about yourself ataupun describe about yourself. Bahkan sekarang ada yang punya social media LinkedIn, itu kan juga ada describe about yourself. Nah, ini biasanya kalian ini bingung akan menuliskannya tentang apa nih. Apakah ditulis hobi, MAFA, MIFA. Kalau saya zaman dahulu itu when I was writing my diary book, itu pasti ada misalnya for example hobi, favorite food, favorite drinks dan sebagainya. Apakah itu relate untuk dituliskan ketika nanti kamu internship program, internship job interview? Tentu tidak relate karena itu terlalu detail, terlalu spesifik dan it doesn't really relate with your job. Jadi nanti kita belajar apa saja yang harus kita tuliskan ya. Termasuk apa aja yang baru, misalnya it is your chance to introduce your qualifications. Nah, ini kualitas kamu nih tunjukkan di sini, good work habits and so on. Jadi it should be mostly related with your work and career. And then but many candidates make mistake in this part by telling irrelevant things. Kayaknya kalau menceritakan about mother's name ataupun father's name, apalagi father's job ataupun mother's job, kemarin memang ada yang menceritakan about my father's is a businessman, for example gitu, ataupun my uncle is a seafarer. Ada juga yang mengatakan seperti itu. But it's okay. Karena itu kalian baru latihan ya. Tapi next time, if you have the real internship interview, you don't have to telling the interviewer about that one. Okay? Nah, nanti today you are going to write your own versions for answering the questions, and then we can revise atau have corrections during your writing works. Jadi nanti we will watch a video about the explanation of answering the kind of questions, and then I will give you some time to write down the answer. Kalian nanti nulis ya. You should answer for more than 250 words, for example, misalnya. And then we're going to have revisions about your grammar and also your pronunciations and punctuation. Namanya kalau punctuation sama grammar sih tidak terlalu karena nanti you are going to tell orally ya, not by text. So to make it short, so we would like to learn and watch the video about the explanation of telling about this one. Nah, this one is questions. Tell me about yourself and how to answer this question in a better way. Okay, so we will reach this one. Nanti silahkan please write down some points that related and then that is you think this is important for you. Okay, nanti juga saya akan post and then give a little explanation about the video. Okay, Syahdan and Roy already joined with us. Rizal also.
Excuse Miss, atas nama Rizal Muhammad Firdaus. Hadir Miss, mohon maaf Miss atas keterlambatannya Miss.
Dari mana kamu, Zal? Syahdan, kemudian ada Roy, and then Rizal Muhammad Firdaus. So what about Rizky,
Siap, Miss.
Ivan, and Hanif? Yang lainnya di mana?
Mohon izin, Miss.
Iya.
Dan hadir, Miss.
Oke.
Selamat hari, Miss.
Kameranya tidak bisa dinyalakan kah? Oke. Sudah ya? Oke, sekarang kita perhatikan videonya. Nanti silakan kalian catat dan nanti kalian akan praktek menuliskannya. So, here we go.
Hey, it's Lynna Rayner of LynnaRayner.com, career strategist, speaker, and coach. And in this video, I'm going to teach you 3 tips in order to answer the tell me about yourself interview question the right way so that you can stand out in front of hiring managers and ideally land more job offers.
Is the video too fast for you? Can you listen to the video and then understand it well? Or should I make it more slower? Could I make it slower and so that the video clear to you? Cukup ya? Atau perlu saya lambatkan jadi 0,75 mungkin?
Siap Miss 0,75.
Okay, this one, yeah.
Hey, it's Lynna Rayner of LynnaRayner.com, career strategist, speaker, and coach. And in this video, I'm going to teach you 3 tips in order to answer the tell me about yourself interview question the right way so that you can stand out in front of hiring managers and ideally land more job offers. Now, before we begin, there are a couple of ground rules that you need to know before you can develop the perfect answer to this question. Rule number 1, do not
Rule number 1, please read the first rule. Silakan dibaca, Dominic.
Yes Miss. Do not talk about your personal or your family life.
Okay, the first one is do not talk about your personal or family life. Personal aja nggak perlu terlalu detail, apalagi family life ya. Ingat, maybe you want to apply to the international company. So this one is rule, internationally rule. Jadi so you should obey this rule to make it more general ya. Jadi tidak terlalu yang mungkin kalau misalnya company-nya lebih ke local company ataupun national company it's okay. But kalau international company you should obey this rule. Oke, kita continue dulu penjelasannya.
Not talk about your personal or family life. When someone asks you, tell me about yourself, they're not actually asking you to tell them about your personal life choices and the mistakes that you've learned from.
Apa yang tidak boleh diucapkan adalah personal life choices. Jadi personal life choices itu misalnya seperti for example the religions ya. Kemudian maybe ideology ya, ideologi-ideologi yang sifatnya adalah choices. So you don't have to telling the interviewer about this one. Jadi pastikan ada yang kamu ucapkan itu adalah yang umum, very general, not too private. Ya. Apalagi the mistake that you've learned from. Saya belajar dari kesalahan lalu bahwa ternyata mencintai seseorang itu tidak bisa hanya 1 minggu kenal habis itu langsung propose ya. Ternyata setelah tahu menikah baru 2 bulan sudah langsung tahu keburukannya. Nah, itu kamu tidak perlu menceritakannya. Itu sangat-sangat pribadi ya. That's too private. Ya. Oke, kita continue nanti di
and how you got here as a human being. They're not actually asking you to tell them about yourself. They're actually asking you to tell them about your qualifications, your experiences, as well as why you're a good fit for this role. That's it. They just want to know about your professional background and experience in a nutshell.
Jadi, your personal experience and your, apa ini tadi saya ulang sekali lagi, your personal background and experience, ya khususnya adalah your qualifications, ya. Terus kemudian di sini, why you are good fit for this role. Boleh nanti dicantumkan educational background, tapi mostly you can just tell about your college life. Maka jika di dalam when you applying civil servant ya itu yang ditanyakan adalah your college life, tidak perlu dicantumkan misalnya for example your primary school, your junior high school, your senior high school kayak kemarin waktu percobaan awal tuh nggak perlu. Jadi yang paling terakhir aja di mana kamu kuliah ya. So imagine that you already take your postgraduate misalnya sudah S2 maka yang diucapkan adalah your bachelor degree and your postgraduate. Oke ya, jadi nanti ketika kamu tulis adalah professional background and your experience only. Qualifications, your professional background and experience. 3, itu yang pertama yang harus kamu tuliskan. Oke, next. Rule number 2.
Your professional background and experience in a nutshell. Rule number 2. Do tell a story.
Rule number 2 adalah do tell a story. Ingat, ini adalah cerita, tapi kan nggak boleh terlalu panjang, Miss, katanya tadi, Miss. Nah, maka kita lihat cerita seperti apa sih yang harus dituliskan. Next.
Even though I said you shouldn't be telling them your life story, you do want to tell them your professional work story.
Apa? Cerita tentang apa? Professional work story. Jadi kan ini kalian belum punya experience sama sekali nih, belum punya pengalaman bekerja. Nah, nanti ketika kalian tulis, imagine that you at 5 years from now. Ya, jadi imagine nanti ketika menuliskan ini nanti hari ini, imagine that you in the next 5 years. So, I hope that you can write down your working experience. Sudah bekerja di mana aja sih? Termasuk nanti internship programnya kamu di mana? Itu kamu tuliskan. Because it will be one aspect of assessment, ya. Story-nya tentang tadi professional work story dan apalagi next.
I'll get into details about this a little later, but essentially a good professional work story means that it needs to be engaging, compelling, clear, and complete.
Harus menarik, harus compelling ya, harus compelling tuh harus berikan apa namanya yang kamu tuh bagus-bagusnya harus kalian lihat kan, jelas dan lengkap. Maka kalau terlalu pendek aja, itu ini berarti orangnya nggak punya kapasitasnya ataupun ini pengalamannya sangat sedikit nih. Nah, itu pasti akan menjadi pertimbangan yang berbeda dibanding other applicant. Ya, oke. Ingat, yang 1, 2, 3 tadi qualifications, professional background, and then about your experience. Kemudian yang keempat ini adalah story about tadi ya, background, working background.
So now that we've got the ground rules out of the way, let's move on to our 4 major tips on how to answer the tell me about yourself interview question. Okay, so let's start off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to give a snapshot of your work history. So what this means is you're gonna go back in time to the earliest professional job that you've ever held, and you're gonna start your story from there. So you're essentially going to describe what company you worked at, what the title was that you held when you were in that position, how long you stayed in that position for, and most importantly, what were your major responsibilities in that position.
Okay, yeah. So I would like to repeat. So while you're telling about your professional background, you should mention, ya, ini previous ya. Jadi ibaratkan kamu sudah bekerja di suatu tempat ataupun nanti pada saat internship programs, you should mention in clear about the company name. Company name-nya nanti, misalnya nggak punya pengalaman bekerja, Miss, you can just mention the company that you were working while you have internship programs. Misalnya Dominic misalnya di NYK, nah, company name-nya NYK, and then your title ya as what, ya you have been working in NYK as what, the positions, and then how many years in that job. Miss nggak sampai 1 tahun, Miss, ya maybe 6 months is okay, and your major responsibility. Major responsibility itu describing what you are doing in the company. Dijelaskan kamu ngapain aja di situ. Misalnya arranging meeting, arranging the management of the port and shipping, and so on. Dijelaskan secara detail seperti itu. Okay. Any questions before I continue and also play again the video?
Izin Miss, mau bertanya Miss.
Okay.
Itu untuk jika punya pekerjaan Miss. Terus bagaimana jika tidak punya pekerjaan Miss? Belum pernah bekerja Miss.
Nah, makanya itu, so today you are going to imagine yourself for the next 5 years. Makanya Habib tadi, kalau misalnya masa sih 5 tahun dari sejak lulus kamu nggak punya pekerjaan sama sekali kan, kaum leha-leha sekali ya. Ya boleh misalnya meneruskan bisnis keluarga, itu kan juga termasuk bekerja. It's okay. Jadi pastikan di situ adalah company name-nya, it is clear, and the job you're doing is related to the job that you want to apply for your interview right now. Begitu Habib. Jadi baik itu pada saat magang ataupun pada saat kamu meneruskan pekerjaan ataupun mungkin bisnis keluarga kamu. Jika memang sama sekali kamu belum punya pengalaman, ya. Ataupun bisa kamu membayangkan tadi. Saya minta kamu membayangkan for the next 5 years. Habib, did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you Miss.
Oke, jadi nanti sembari kalian menulis, kamu tetap masih bisa consult your works ya. Oke, jadi nanti saya akan kasih maybe 15 minutes to write down about this one. Oke, so I would like to play again. Another question? Not yet? Yes.
In that position. So for example, let's just say that you started off your career 5 years ago as a financial analyst. Okay, let's just make this up. Let's just use another accounting example. You started off your career as a financial analyst 5 years ago, and then you moved up to senior financial analyst, and now you're a finance manager.
So, jadi yang ini yang dimaksud dengan story professional background itu, ini 5 tahun ini tuh ada gridnya, ada jenjangnya. Jadi the first year You work as financial analyst, ya. Ini yang pertama, ini tahun pertama, tahun kedua kamu bekerja sebagai analisis finance. Financial analyst itu kalian tahu nggak kerjaannya ngapain? Ya pokoknya bagian keuangan ya, analisis keuangan dan apa yang harus misalnya kerugiannya di sebelah mana, keuntungannya nanti harus diimprove di bagian mana dan sebagainya. Selanjutnya setelah kamu sudah 1 tahun menjadi financial analyst, you move to senior financial analyst. Jadi tahun kedua dan ketiganya kamu sudah nih naik pangkat nih jadi senior financial analyst, and sekarang posisi kamu ataupun posisi terakhir before you move to another company sudah menjadi finance manager, menjadi manager ataupun maybe supervisor. Nah, ini adalah yang dimaksud dengan storyboard of your professional background. Ada storyboard itu ada jenjang karirnya. Maka ketika kalian melihat di dalam konten-konten itu, adakah di sini yang masih jadi misalnya apa PNS Umbi dan sebagainya. 10 tahun jadi ASN tuh masih jadi ASN Umbi dan sebagainya. Nah, itu jadi selama 5 tahun nggak ada progres apapun. So, oke. Yeah.
When you tell your story, you're going to start with your role as a financial analyst. And you're going to say something along the lines of, I started off my career as a financial analyst 5 years ago with XYZ Company, where I performed full cycle accounting duties, month-end close procedures, and assisted with budgeting and forecasting on a monthly basis. So now you're going to do that for each and every one of your positions. You're essentially telling mini work snapshots for every position that you've held up to the current position that you're holding right now. Tip number 2.
Oke ya, jadi karena tadi sudah ada 3 jenjang yang kalian kerjakan selama 5 tahun bekerja di company XYZ, maka setiap jenjangnya you should describe. Jadi seperti ini pada tahun pertamanya as a financial analyst, and then apa yang dilakukan pada saat jadi financial analyst? So he perform fully cycle accounting duties, kemudian ada procedures and assisted with budgeting and forecasting, and also on a monthly basis. Kemudian selanjutnya kan dia jadi senior financial analyst, ya, dijelaskan juga ngapain ya. Misalnya kalau di bank nih, coba jelaskan kalian mungkin bisa atau mungkin ada yang tahu. So what is the level of working background, professional background when you work in a bank? For example, misalnya pertama kali jenjangnya itu sebagai apa? For example, the first year you are a teller, and then maybe for the next 3 years naik lagi jabatannya jadi misalnya apa? Mungkin customer service ya. Nah, kemudian yang lainnya apa? Kemudian naik lagi mungkin menjadi supervisor on the front office. Mungkin bisa aja ya. Jadi sebelum berada di dalam, pegawai yang di dalam mungkin jadi di frontliner dulu as a teller ataupun as a customer service. Nah, itu kan pekerjaannya, job desk-nya beda-beda. Nah, nanti disesuaikan dengan pekerjaan di port and shipping management based on your subject ya, seperti itu ya. Jadi kira-kira kamu bayangin lah nanti bekerjanya sebagai apa saja dan levelnya itu naiknya apa-apa saja. So itu juga sebagai information for the others that you already doing good with your subject that related to your current job. Ya, sekarang nanti mau apply ke company mana? Nah, sebelumnya kamu sudah bekerja di tempat yang sesuai. Jadi punya pengalaman yang baik. Oke, can I continue again?
Yes, miss. So now you're going to do that for each and number 2. Make your mini stories achievement oriented. So after you've told the employer about the company that you were at, the title that you held, the number of years you were there for, and the major responsibilities that you had in that position, you're then going to also describe one major accomplishment that you were able to achieve in that role.
Ingat, di sini ada major accomplishment yang sudah kamu capai pada saat bekerja as a financial analyst and so on, ya. Or if you do not have an accomplishment during your working experience, You can telling your interviewer about your achievement during your college life, during you study in a university. Ya, misalnya pada saat di sini kamu sudah memenangkan nih, misalnya ada lomba debate, English debate speaking contest. Itu apa namanya, dituliskan saja dan dijelaskan saja, karena itu bisa menjadi daya tarik tersendiri bahwa kamu sudah memenangkan perlombaan. Sama seperti dengan when you applying in junior high school or senior high school, if you have any achievement in a contest atau maybe in a match, ya, bisa misalnya kalau lomba porseni ya, pekan olahraga itu punya apa tuh namanya, certificate of winners, certificate of achievement, itu pasti kalian memiliki poin tambahan. Sama juga dengan pada saat interview. Oke. Ya, di sini khususnya sih major accomplishment you were able to achieve in that role, pada saat bekerja. Tapi kalau pada saat kalian kuliah atau bersekolah, boleh untuk diucapkan. Ya, so this is from my humble opinion. So we would like to continue.
Achieve in that role. So I explained a lot about what accomplishments were in my previous video, Resume Hacks, how to make a resume stand out, which is in the link below. But at the same time, I'll explain it here. An accomplishment is any time where you have saved time, saved money, improved processes, improved profitability. I mean, anything where you've done something that has created a quantifiable, ideally quantifiable result for your company or your department. So to add on to our example, you would say, in that role, a major accomplishment I'm most proud of was that I was able to reduce the time spent on month-end procedures by developing an Excel model which automated a major accounting process. This resulted in a time savings of approximately 1 day per month. So you'll do both this tip number 2 and tip number 1 in conjunction with each other for every single position that you've held. Now on to tip number 3. Tell the employer what you know about this role. Once you've gone through your entire story and you've told the employer about your major roles as well as the accomplishments that you've achieved, it's now time to acknowledge to the employer what you know they need for this particular position that they're hiring for. So to continue on our example, you'll then say, I understand that for this position of finance manager that you're hiring for, you're looking for someone with strong process improvement skills. The reason why this is so important and that so many people don't do this is because what it does psychologically is that it tells the employer that not only are you aware of your abilities and your achievements, but that you're also aware of his or her needs.
Perhatikan ya, selain kalian menceritakan shows about your qualifications, kemudian professional background, kemudian adalah achievement, you should concern with his or her needs. Maksudnya apa? Kamu paham why I apply for this job? Karena kamu tuh butuh orang seperti saya yang mampu untuk melakukan bla 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 seperti yang kamu cari. Jadi tidak hanya kamu menceritakan about yourself, karena kesannya nanti jadi selfish. Kamu cuma cerita panjang lebar tentang, oh kalau saya itu gini. Tapi harus kamu juga related to the need of the company, yang sesuai dengan kebutuhan dari perusahaan itu. Jadi to make the company believe that you are fit in the positions, ya. Harus diperhatikan baik-baik bahwa menceritakan tentang kelebihan diri sendiri yang terus kemudian tanpa stop itu juga tidak membuat interview kamu jadi bagus, namun juga perlu tahu apa sih yang kamu butuhkan, apa sih yang perusahaan ini butuhkan, apakah sesuai dengan yang ada di saya. Nah, itu sama juga kamu misalnya proposal ke seseorang itu kamu tidak melulu menunjukkan wah saya ini orangnya gini loh 100% wajahnya tampan, kemudian secara finansial juga saya berlebih, tapi kamu tidak tahu yang dibutuhkan oleh pasangan kamu itu apa. apa, misalnya seperti itu. Jadi harus sama-sama saling melengkapi. Halo? Can anybody listen to me? Oral? Can you listen to me? Jelas ya?
Siap, Miss.
Bisa saya lanjutkan videonya? Okay, here we go.
Yes, Miss.
as well and what they're looking for. And when you can say something as simple as just simply acknowledging, I'm aware that, you know, for this role you need process improvements, skills, and abilities, it's creating a connection with the employer. It's not you any longer just talking at them, you're talking to them. Finally, on to tip number 4. Tell the employer why you're the right fit for what they need. This is the icing on the cake. It's the cherry on top, and it's the one thing that many people do not even bother to say when they're answering this or many other interview questions. And that is to tell the employer to literally spoon feed them, to maybe even brainwash them into understanding why you are the one and only and perfect fit for this position. So to add on to our example, you would say something like, overall, due to my strong background and achievements in successfully identifying gaps and creating efficiencies, I am confident I'll be able to succeed in this role that you're hiring for.
Oke, ya, jadi di akhir kamu bisa menambahkan why you are fit in these positions. Halo? Halo, does anybody listen to me? Oke, jadi di sini overall-nya itu kamu tambahkan dari cerita-cerita ataupun accomplishment yang sudah kamu lakukan di previous position, di previous job-nya. Kamu tadi sudah ngapain aja di pekerjaan kamu sebelumnya? Oh, sudah membuat formula nih untuk Excel biar
Yes.
budgetingnya lebih efektif. Ataupun membuat model-model yang tidak dilakukan oleh pegawai sebelumnya. Nah, itu sudah kamu lakukan nih. Maka untuk itu saya semakin mantap nih ataupun saya paling I'm sorry for my lost connections. Baik, saya ulang lagi ya. Oke, jadi di sini adalah halo. Dominic. Apakah saya
Yes,
terhubung? Saya terhubung ya.
Terhubung, Pak.
Ya, di sini sudah ada accomplishment dari pekerjaan sebelumnya, sudah ngapain saja, sudah membuat hal-hal yang berbeda apa. Lalu kemudian di sini kamu tekankan bahwa you are confident, I'm confident to be able to succeed in this role you are hiring for. Nah, ini loh saya sudah melakukan hal-hal ini saja, jadi saya itu tepat untuk bergabung di perusahaan yang Bapak ataupun Ibu pimpin. Jadi bahasa Indonesianya seperti itu. Oke. Itu nanti dijadikan sebagai penutup ataupun appetizer kalau di dalam makanan ya. Oke.
You're hiring for. You need to tell the employer why you're the right fit for the job. If you don't end off with this, it's going to end off on a flat note. It's going to not be the most stellar response. It's just
Jadi kalau itu maksudnya adalah jika kamu tidak memberikan tambahan seperti itu, jadi mereka tanggapannya aja, oh gitu ya, cuman kayak gitu aja. Tapi kalau kamu tambahkan dengan, nah dengan itu saya cocok nih bekerja di tempat Bapak. Kemudian kita mungkin akan mendapatkan respon yang lebih humble, lebih cair, dan lebih menyenangkan. Seperti itu. Oke, saya akan
it's
lanjutkan.
going to sound like everybody else's response. But in this case, you are making it very clear and specific. Even without them having asked you why you're the right fit, you're literally just feeding it to them and telling them, I'm the right fit for the role, above all else. So now you know how to answer one of the toughest interview questions, but do you know if your resume stands out enough that you'll even land the interview in the first place?
Oke, jadi seperti itu ya. Jadi yang pertama, saya ulang lagi. Kamu harus menceritakan about your professional background and your qualifications ya di awal. Nah, kemudian menggunakan tips yang sudah, halo.
Halo, Miss.
Oke, tes. Kemudian menggunakan tips ya. Tips yang pertama tadi adalah bahwa ini di sini tips 1 nih. Nah, kamu ceritakan pengalamanmu dengan menyebutkan nama perusahaan, apa job kamu, ya. Kemudian yang kedua tuh juga kamu buat achievement